you've ever tried to squeeze in a workout between Zoom calls, laundry, and that weird thing that your cat's doing over there in the corner, this one's for you. Today we're doing a full body workout with zero equipment except for some light dumbbells. So there's no excuses, whether you're at home traveling or just avoiding contact with those dumbbells. This workout will get you moving without having to turn your living room into a gym. And no worries, there's no complicated choreography. You're already halfway there if you can plank or squat without becoming part of the floor. So let's jump into it and give your muscles some love because that's what they deserve, right? Now we got 10 minutes of weights. Okay, all we need is dumbbells for the next thing. Got a little fatigue from that core workout. Okay, we're gonna start with a bench press. Let me get my exercise list here. Good. All right, we're ready to go. Some of these exercises we're spending a little bit of time on. So bench press, we're gonna do about a minute from here. We'll get started right now. So for bench, you can go a little bit heavy. I think after this, we're actually standing the rest of the time. You guys know a lot of times I like to do a lot of weightlifting on the floor. There's a lot of different exercises we can do, but today, this is the only one on the floor. We're going to be standing up. I believe right after this, we'll take it one exercise at a time, though. We are halfway done. We got 30 seconds remaining in the bench press. Just like any exercise, if you need to drop the weight down to a drop set, that's fine. If you picked a heavy weight and you need to drop it, that's actually a very good thing. That means you went heavy enough to challenge yourself to the point of muscle fatigue. If you can't do any more bench press with that weight, just drop it down to the lower weight. 5 seconds, we're going to be standing up. All right, good. Set the weights to the side and let's go ahead and stand up. All right, very good. Let's get a good angle here. Okay. All right, so we're going to go heavy weight again. 2 weights here. We're going to lean forward and do a 1-arm row alternating. So I'm leaning forward. From the side view, it looks like this. I'm pointed at the floor with my chest. Knees are slightly bent. Make sure you have those legs doing a lot of work. Then we're going to pull, pull. Now, the benefit of doing 1 arm at a time is that you can get a tiny twist. Very tiny. You're not going to go big with this, but your torso can get a little twist right there. Right here, I'll show you again side view. Look at the legs, the hamstrings, the glutes. They're doing a lot of work stabilizing that upper body. The back is working, but don't let it overwork. Make your legs do some stuff too. Your legs need to be in on this. Dig your feet in. Get your legs active. 24 seconds. Nice. We're going to do a 10. We got a 10-minute weights, and then we got 10 minutes cardio focus. So the next 20 minutes are going to be a little bit intense. Let's go ahead and drop one of the weights. Keep the other one. We're going to hold it goblet style. This is your goblet hold right here. Feet wide, toes turned out. Let's squat down into squats here. Up and down. Let's get it going. We got 1 minute of squats. Too high, too low, and just right. There we go, yeah. Toes out. Very important. You want to track your knees and your toes, same direction. Now, the difference between this and that dumbbell bent over row, in that one, your chest was pointed to the floor. In this one, your chest is pointed up, straight in front of you. 15 seconds. Good. All right, let's set down the heavy weight. Let's grab 2 lighter weights. We're going to go out to the side. Side lateral raise. Right here. Good. Straight out to the side, using those shoulders to get the weight up. No momentum. Make sure you're not bouncing. If you want to make it a little harder without adding extra weight, you can pause up here. 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. This one's a 90 seconds, so we still have a good minute left. If you need to drop the weight, that is fine. If you need to go lighter, if you need to take breaks, that's always good. You're always the driver. Being intuitive, feeling that mind-muscle connection, which just means getting that burn in the shoulder, directing that burn to the appropriate muscle. Don't feel it in the neck. If you're feeling it in the neck, you're going too heavy or your muscles are too fatigued, and you have to drop it down. Part of getting fit is just not getting injured. It really is easy. Be consistent and don't get injured. That's it. And your progress might be slow. There's a saying that says it's okay to go slow, just don't stop. That's it. All right, go ahead and rest. Let's pick up the 2 heavy weights again. This time, we're doing a single leg deadlift. Now, of course, if you need to modify, you need to do 2 legs, that's always an option. You can go here too. But we're gonna go single leg right here. We're going to stay on the same leg for a minute. Now, from the side view, it looks like this. There is a knee bend, but only a slight one. If the balance is an issue, put your back toe down and just go here. My back foot, though, has very little weight. It just has like a pound. All my weight's on my front leg. The chest is pointed down toward the floor. So this is a hip hinge. This is not a squat. This is a hinge. So hinging the hip works more of the back of the leg, the hamstring, the calf. When you do a squat, you're hitting more of the front of the leg, the quad, and even more glute, hip flexor. Let's go about 10 more seconds. Make sure you have your balance before you get into the next repetition. One last one. Good. Shake it out. Switch to the other leg. Let's actually wait till this hits the 3-minute mark. Let that heart rate come back down just a bit. All right, switch legs. Hinging forward, lifting up that back foot. We got 1 minute here. So one really important piece here, especially as you're lifting heavy weights, is to keep your shoulder blades pinched together. So you're keeping that really good posture in your upper back. Back of the leg is working, hamstring. Last 10 seconds. All right, very good. All right, we're going light again. And we're gonna go up overhead press. So start with the weights at your shoulders, and then you're gonna press them straight up. Now, if you wanna get the heart rate going a little bit early, start adding a little bit of a march. You can go here. Really good way to get that heart rate up. But I'm gonna emphasize this whole workout, stay in your zone. So I want you to imagine this. See that, you guys see that timer in the upper corner of the screen? Imagine that black circle right there represents your ability. Okay, if you are sitting and loafing on the couch all day, you're just staying within that ability, right? But on the other hand, if you go to like an NFL training camp, you're gonna be so far outside of you're gonna be like, instead of inside, you're gonna be like way out here, way out here, way out here. That's when you're gonna be sore. You're gonna be sore for like a week and a half, right? If you did something like that. Okay, go ahead and rest. All right, we're gonna hold one weight, one heavy weight. We're gonna go side to side. So going back to that analogy, you got that timer. Okay, instead of just staying within the black circle, right? Staying on the couch, Or instead of going way out here to NFL training camp, you want to just stay right around the edges, right around the edges. So it's not the exercise selection that does that. Okay, go ahead and switch sides. Because every single one of these exercises, you can make it easier, you can make it harder. It's not the exercise selection, it's how you perform it. It's going at the right intensity where you feel that slight heart rate elevation, you feel the muscle burn, but you're not overdoing it where you know you're going to be sore for a couple days. Very, very important. Again, going back to that point. Okay, weightlifting is done. We can rack the weights. We are doing no weight cardio for the rest of the time. I said what I just said because it's very important for the cardio. You can do all these at a low intensity. You can do them all at a high intensity. Let's get ready for these 10 minutes. Let's start with some high knees. So we're going to go right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. All right, so now's the time. If you have an Apple Watch, if you have a Fitbit, turn that sucker on right now. Now's the time to track. All these are just general ranges of motion. There's nothing super special about the range. We just want to get that heart rate slowly creeping up in a wide variety of movements. We have about a minute left of these marches. Now, if you want to stay with the walking march, that's great. If you want to kind of run, pump the arms, lift up the knees, you can do that as well. So up to you.
Is there something else?
Well, my watch is talking to me. 30 seconds. But again, very important concept. Stay within your range. If you need to take breaks, take breaks. If you can go faster, go faster. There are always multiple levels you can do. For years, I always thought about, do I split up the classes, beginner, intermediate, advanced? There's really no need. Unless you're in a lot of back pain, then you have a separate protocol. Or if you're an athlete, you have a separate protocol. But I'd say like 80% right there in the middle. All right, jumping jacks. Here's your level 1 jumping jack. There's always a no jump option. Or you can do your regular jumping jacks. So level 2 jumping jack, or you can create like a 1.5, alternate back and forth between the level 1 and the level 2. Up to you. You don't have to jump if you have knee issues, back issues. There's always that no jump option right here, and you can take it slow. So notice we're doing the same motion that we did earlier, right? Remember this? That one with the weights. Now we're going no weights, but the range is higher. That's all jumping jacks. That's all they are. Is a side lateral raise with no weight. And again, we're going 90 seconds. We have 30 seconds to go. Getting that heart rate up. Let's see. Yep. Heart rate's going up. If you have that wearable, you should be above 100, easy. 110, 120, 130. Now that's kind of moderate. It's not till you get to like 140, 150 where you're really high intensity. It depends on your age too. We can talk about that later. Let's go feet wide. We're doing squats. Okay, you want to ramp it up a little bit. Level 2, squat jump. Right there, baby jump. Just enough to slip that piece of paper under there. Again, there's always a no jump option, so you could just do basic squats right here. That's fine. If you want to make it slightly easier, spend more time here. If you want to make it slightly harder, spend more time here. That's all it is. That's what I'm talking about with adjusting the intensity, knowing where you are, and then taking that step. That's all fitness is. Identify where you are today, and just take one baby step forward. That's it. Keep it simple. And that's why you don't need equipment necessarily. Some simple dumbbells and a living room. That's all you need. 30 seconds. Heart rate check. Nice. Drop down. It's crazy what those squat jumps will do. It just like sends that heart rate through the roof. Starting to come down a little bit. 10 seconds. Up next, we're going to get down to the mat. We're going to incorporate a little core into this workout. All right, here we go. I'm just going to tip. Boom. All right, we got mountain climbers. We do these slowly. Start in a plank. Just bring the right leg up, bring it back. Bring the left leg up, bring it back. You can do the fast ones if you want. I feel like it's not a very good risk return. Going faster, it's gonna raise your heart rate a little bit. You can do it if you want, or stay slow, stay in that plank. 30 seconds. And again, remember, take breaks. Breaks are your friend. You don't have to go straight through. I go straight through as much as I can, just because you can always pull back. But on those days where you feel like a rock star, just keep going. You gotta read the room, read your body. Okay, go ahead and stand up again. And there we go. Okay. Speed skaters, feet wide. Down to the side, down to the other side. Getting that heart rate up, checking. Good, good, good. Look at that, 4 minutes left. We're getting close. We're gonna take the speed skater down 1 more minute all the way till we get to the 3-minute mark. And then we have 2 more exercises, 90 seconds each. And we are finito. So remember, first 10 minutes of this, we were focused on the weights, focused on tension in the muscles, feeling that burn. Now we're distributing that tension, that burn, around more muscles. So we're pumping the arms, we're getting the legs. We're mostly focused on that breathing, getting that breath into that moderate range. Heart rate somewhere around 115 to 135, somewhere in that range. If it's lower than that, you can crank it up a little bit, unless you have some sort of injury. If it's higher than that, drop it down, take your breaks. We're not going crazy here, we don't need to. All right, we're going baby quick feet right here, and we're going side to side. Right here, make sure you're not gonna hit anything. Look at your floor, safety first. So with some of the flexibility exercises, we can focus on adjusting the intensity based on pain. Same thing with core. With this one, adjust the intensity based on your heart rate and your level of exertion. If you do not have a heart rate monitor, just subjectively assess it. You want to be at about a 6 out of 10 if you were to rate the intensity. Maybe up to a 7, but no higher really than a 7, especially for these exercises. They shouldn't be that hard. They should just be moderate. But that's the goal. Moderate exercises, different ranges of motion. 30 seconds. If you know what you're doing, you don't need much time. And if you do very focused, very precise, and you attack all different ranges of motion, think of a body part that we haven't worked today. I don't think we can. We're hitting everything. 10 seconds. On the other hand, if you just park yourself on the treadmill for an hour, you're not getting that same work. All right, let's go. Butt kickers here, butt kickers. You can pump the arms. Kick in the butt. Hamstring curls, basically. Alternating left, right, left, right. Stand up tall. Get that spine, that posture. Go back to focusing on the breathing. Really paying attention to that. We are on the final minute here. We're almost done. Great work on this workout here. weights and cardio at the end. Flexibility in there. Core. You feel this in the back of the legs. Try to synchronize this opposite. I like to step wide. I don't know. I think it helps with balance or something. But it's up to you. If it feels better for you to go here, do that. In 80-20. I take you 80% of the way and then you figure out the last 20. Speaking of the last 20 seconds remaining. Let's finish strong. Let's go all the way over the finish line. Don't stop moving until you hear the beep. Let's see if we can do that. I'm guilty, just as guilty as anyone else, stopping early. So we're not going to do that today. We're going to go all the way through. All the way through, all the way through. 3, 2, 1, done. I hope you enjoyed that 20 minutes, 10 minutes of weights, 10 minutes of cardio. That's it. It couldn't be any easier. Now, the key is that you need to do it again in 2 days. Don't do it tomorrow. Take a little rest, recover, do something different, but definitely do it in 2 days. Keep tabs on this station. Like, subscribe. I post at least 3 videos a week. I'm going to give you all the core, all the weights, and definitely flexibility. All those great workouts to do, especially if you have that nagging back, neck, or any other type of injury. See you next time.